All right, welcome. So let's take a look at the next function in the apply family that we'll consider, which is the lapply function. So the lapply function works very, very similarly to the apply function that we just discussed. Just the lapply function, L stands for list, I believe. And lapply takes as an input a one-dimensional object. So it can take only a vector or a list. It cannot take a matrix, a two-dimensional matrix, or a three-dimensional or a higher dimensional array. So we input a vector or a list, though we can have a list where each element in our list is a vector. And we'll see that these functions are going to be convenient in situations like resampling and simulation studies. And we'll see that we can use the lapply function to set up a bootstrap distribution, which is a different approach than the for loop that we used in the previous module. But we'll get to that application later. But the lapply function is super nice to use because we know exactly the output that we're going to get. It is going to return a list. And that's super nice when we're writing code to know exactly what output we're going to get, what the structure of the output is. And we'll see with some of the other apply functions that this might not be the case. But with lapply, we do know that the output is going to be returned in a list. And so the inputs of lapply, this works very, very similar to the apply function. I think it's easier than the apply function. There's no dimension to enter. So we have x, which is a vector or a list. So it only has one dimension. That's why we don't need to specify anything. Then we indicate the function that we want to apply to each element of x. And then if that function needs some additional arguments, we can pass those in as well. So let's take a look at an example. So let's create a list called simple list that we're going to apply lapply to. So our list, again, the first element in our list is a vector of integers from 1 to 10. The second element in our list is another vector of integers from 11 to 20. And if I run the command lapply simple list mean, this tells me that it's going to take the mean of each thing in our list. So here our list had vectors. Each element was a vector. So we're going to apply the mean to each vector in our list. And so out comes the mean of the first 10 integers is 5.5. The mean of integers 11 through 20 is 15.5. So that's how the lapply function works. Super nice, very concise, very predictable that the output that we get is going to be in a list. And then if we want to store the data differently, we can run some commands that will create a vector or a matrix from this output. Okay, we'll take a look at the sapply function in the next video.